exactly what I need. It's a secret ingredient. You can enjoy it every day.
This is not just milk. It's Dairy Gold milk. It's farm fresh and it's delicious.
This is Sun FM. It's 4 p.m.
Sun FM.
The news.
With the news, my name is Alan Mwale. The headlines. Kulimatawa bus drivers have announced a grassroots campaign aimed at securing President Hakainde Hichilema's re-election in the 2026 general elections. A Zambian company, Future Hopper Plantation, plans to invest over $1 million in an agriculture and forestry scheme in Katuyola area of Mwinilunga district in northwestern province. The National Action for Quality Education in Zambia, NACES, has raised concerns over the deteriorating infrastructure in schools nationwide, warning that such conditions are eroding the quality of education. And in sports, the Zambia Baseball Softball Association, ZBSA, has announced the country's officially host of the Continental Baseball 5 Championship, scheduled for November 5th to 8th, 2025. We have the news in detail shortly.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
And now the news in detail. Kulimatawa bus drivers have announced a grassroots campaign aimed at securing President Hakainde Hichilema's re-election in the 2026 general elections. Station chairperson Nicholas Banda says the drivers have unanimously resolved to campaign among commuters by offering free bus rides and safely keeping lost items for their rightful owners as part of their contributions to the President Hichilema's campaign. Mr. Banda says that the UPND administration has created an environment where commuters benefit from such services, warning that the removal of the head of state could mean the end of the free rides on selected days currently enjoyed at the station. He has vowed that drivers at Kulimatawa will do everything within their power to ensure President Hichilema retains the presidency in 2026.
With just over a year before Zambia heads to the 2026 general elections, Kulimatawa bus drivers in Lusaka have launched a campaign to support President Hakainde Hichilema's re-election.
Kulimatawa tinakambisana wonse ma drivers na makondakta timangana ma meetings maningi Kulimatawa tinakambisana ubi campaigning to our customers.
Station chairperson Nicholas Banda has charged that drivers have seen tangible development under the UPND-led administration and believe continuity is key to sustaining economic and transportation reforms. He says, going by this, the drivers have resolved to support President Hakainde Hichilema's re-election.
Station titandizira maningi. Ishamene yechizalenga kuti tikampene maningi through my passengers back on station kubauza kuti please even mmaenjoy abatachusako mutengo takwezekani mahara ngati Hakainde Hichilema wachokapo ivi vinju kuzangala kulipe so nga mufuna enjoy aba customers watu Kulimatawa every day wamu December wakwela mahara wamu January New Year wakwela mahara ba birthday wa president wakwela mahara na vinangu votana Hakainde Hichilema ndiye one of the campaigning tool emisangana mu Kulimatawa kulipa wametinga pisa mile na kwamba isavotana Hakainde Hichilema. We are here to tell the nation and the world at large that Kulimatawa, we are voting for President Hakainde Hichilema. As the
2026 elections draw closer, more groups are beginning to take sides, and these drivers say they are driving straight into campaign mood. Thomas Mwale reporting for Sun FM TV News in Lusaka.
A Zambian company, Future Hopper Plantation, plans to invest over $1 million in an agricultural and a forestry scheme in Katuyola area of Mwinilunga district in northwestern province. The company director, Shangtian Lin, says the investment is expected to be executed in a period of 5 to 7 years once acquisition of all the environmental and regulatory documentation is done. Zanis reports that speaking during a stakeholders scoping meeting for the project in Mwinilunga district, Mr. Lin disclosed that title and traditional consent for the 230 hectares land in Chief Kanyama's chiefdom have been since acquired, with demonstration activities already being done. He said the investment has already started, yet so much cannot be done as the project is in its initial stages and still awaits the completion of processes such as the environmental and social impact assessment, which is underway, stating that a consent on title in July 2024 and consent from the chief has been approved. Mr. Lin said key activities the company intends to implement include plantation of pine and eucalyptus trees for timber, set up a 500 meters radius center pivot for irrigation of the various agriculture crops, forest and wildlife preservation, including corporate social responsibility activities. The National Action for Quality Education in Zambia, NACES, has raised concern over the deteriorating infrastructure in schools nationwide, warning that such conditions are eroding the quality of education. Speaking to Konkola Radio News, NACES Executive Director Aaron Chansa highlighted how overcrowded classrooms are making it difficult for both learners and teachers to achieve meaningful progress. While the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, has provided some relief, he noted that it remains insufficient to tackle the sector's widespread challenges. Mr. Chansa proposed allocating 20% of the national budget to education in order to improve infrastructure, provide adequate learning materials, and support teachers consistently. He also encouraged the private companies and the members of the public to back initiatives like the Education TV Levy, which he believes could greatly expand learning opportunities across Zambia. He stressed that if the country is to produce competitive and well-educated citizens, a substantial and sustained investment in the education sector is essential. Police in Chililabombwe have arrested 23-year-old Stephen Mwape of Kawama Township for allegedly sexually assaulting a 35-year-old woman inside the restroom of a local nightclub. According to Assistant Police Public Relations Officer Ms. Chipo Kaitisha, the incident occurred in the early hours of 11th July 2025 around 02 hours. The victim had reportedly gone to use the restroom while drinking at the establishment with a friend, unaware that she was being followed by the suspect. Ms. Kaitisha stated that the suspect forcefully entered the restroom, locked the door, and assaulted the victim after she resisted his advances. The woman's cries for help alerted a nearby bouncer, who promptly intervened. The suspect was subdued and handed over to Chililabombwe police station, while authorities have issued a medical form to the victim to facilitate her access to medical care. Mr. Mwape remains in police custody and is expected to appear in court soon. We take a break and return with sports.
Shake and sip down in your soul. What you waiting for? Come on, let's go. Shake and sip. Get up and show me how to shake and sip. Get up off your feet.
Shake things up with Shake and Sip Fruity Milk.
Shake and sip. Go, go, go.
Every moment you be in the zone. Shake it up, shake it, it's the way to
Shake
go.
and Sip, when fresh meets fruity.
In sports, the Zambia Baseball Softball Association, ZBSA, has announced the country's officially hosting of the Continental Baseball 5 Championship, scheduled for November 5th to 8th, 2025. This was confirmed by the World Baseball Softball Confederation Africa, marking a historic milestone for Zambia's growing presence on the continental sports stage. The tournament will bring together top baseball 5 teams from across Africa to compete for continental glory and qualification opportunities for global events. The event will be held at the state-of-the-art OIDC Zambia Sports Development Center in Lusaka. ZBSA President Kenny Matishi expressed gratitude to WBSC Africa for entrusting Zambia with the opportunity. He revealed that preparations are already underway, with local organizing committees, volunteers, and stakeholders coming together to ensure a successful and memorable championship. The tournament is expected to attract international attention and provide a platform for Zambian athletes to shine on home soil. That sports item brings us to the end of this edition of the News to End. We'll recap on the headlines. Kulimatawa bus drivers have announced a grassroots campaign aimed at securing President Hakainde Hichilema's re-election in the 2026 general elections. A Zambian company, Future Hope Plantation, plans to invest over $1 million in an agriculture and forestry scheme in Katiola area of Munilunga district in northwestern province. The National Action for Quality Education in Zambia, NAQEZ, has raised concerns over the deteriorating infrastructure in schools nationwide, warning that such conditions are eroding the quality of education. And in sports, the Zambia Baseball Softball Association, ZBSA, has announced that the country is officially hosting of the Continental Baseball 5 Championship, scheduled for November 5th to the 8th, 2025. That's where we end. My name is Alan Waledu. Have a great one and stay tuned to Sun FM TV.
The News, 88.5 Sun FM.
Oh, what a bad day. When everything is bright and golden. The sun is shining in the mighty morning. Without my family in that moment, that day